It's a Daily Planet for Thursday, August 27th, 2020. Jimmy Olsen. Jeff Bezos was already the richest man in the world, but yesterday, Amazon stock jumped 2%, about 2%, making him the first person to ever be worth $200 billion. Now, even if you adjust inflation, it is the largest fortune ever amassed. In a virtual taste test of celebrity white wines, Sting's 2 Pelagio Roxanne Toscana Bianco 2018 and Dave Matthews' The Dreaming Tree Chardonnay 2018 tied for first. Now, Cameron Diaz's Aveline White Blend, it came in last place. That's according to ABC News. Kate Winslet says that her role in Contagion had prepared her for the pandemic well before the lockdowns. She said, quote, people thought that she was crazy because she'd been walking around Philadelphia wearing a mask for weeks, going into the grocery store and wiping everything down. According to a poll, only 14% of Americans between the ages of 18 and 34 select live TV as their first option when they sit down to watch something. That's down 7% from last year. Lauren Elena has done guest vocals on 10 different songs since 2016. That was the year that she and Kane Brown released What Ifs. Other artists she recorded with include Chris Young, Dustin Lynch, Rascal Flatts, Trisha Yearwood, and Twice with John Party. NBC apologized to Kevin Hart for mistaking him for Usain Bolt. They blamed it on, quote, a bad technical glitch in how photos show up on Facebook. Miranda Lambert, Luke Combs, Tim McGraw, Jimmy Allen, Kelsey Ballerini, Thomas Rhett, John Party, Myron Morris, and Old Dominion will be performing at next month's ACMs. Carrie Underwood posted that she will be back with a new show open for Sunday Night Football. Weird Al Yankovic is playing Ted Nugent on a Quibi revival of Reno 911. Get Google ready because Fox released previews of The Masked Singer and their new show, I Can See Your Voice. Also, check this out. William Shatner has released, or is going to release, a blues album. You can check out his version of The Thrill Is Gone with guitar work by Richie Blackmore. Something else to find, Alanis Morissette has reinterpreted her songs You Ought to Know and Reasons to Drink. Just so many things for you to look for on the interweb. Random facts for your Thursday. When a word has multiple meanings in virtually all classes, the noun form stresses the first syllable and verb stresses the last. For example, contract is a noun, contract is a verb. When Top Gun came out, Navy recruitment jumped 500%. Americans spend about 37 billion hours total waiting in line every year. We misuse the word podium. Podium means a raised platform on the ground. The thing that you stand behind and put your papers on is called a lectern. Daylight savings time was originally created to save energy. The theory was that more sunlight would lead to less energy being used, or less electricity, that is. But the opposite is now true because of air conditioning. We use 1% more electricity during daylight savings. According to Value Penguin, 29% of people who used to commute do not anymore, which I'm sure you're very familiar with that. 38% say traffic has gotten better, even though it's starting to pick up. Okay, there was a survey. Is it cheap or is it frugal? Number one, not taking your turn to buy everyone a round of drinks. Well, that's just being cheap. Now, buying generic food products like flakes with frosting is frugal. Regifting, cheap. Watering down the soap in your soap dispenser, cheap. Not blasting the air conditioning right now is frugal. Only tipping the minimum amount, whether it's 15 to 20% regardless of how good the service is, cheap. Trying to find deals or coupons for everything you buy, that's frugal. And then eating expired foods, that's cheap. Spruce has a list of the most popular fast food fries in every state. You can go check that out. Now, Arby's won 4 states with its curly fries, and Popeyes won 4 states as well. Five Guys and Jack in the Box and Wendy's each won 2 states. And 9 chains each won 1 state, which included Bojangles, Checkers Rallies, Chick-fil-A, Culver's, Dairy Queen, Shake Shack, Sonic, Steak and Shake, and Whataburger. Head over to Spruce to find out which one your state picked. As I say, there's always a survey for everything, and they do have a survey for the sexiest and least sexy American accents. Well, the most sexiest, number 1 last year, but 3 other accents fell out of the top 10, which include Mississippi, Hawaii, and St. Louis. Now, the 10 sexiest U.S. accents in 2020 include Texas, New York, Boston, Alabama, Chicago, California, Philadelphia, Maine, the Northwest, and Kentucky. New Jersey was named the least sexiest accent. Last year, it was Long Island. Now, according to the poll, the 10 worst accents are New Jersey, Long Island, Florida, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Alaska, Pennsylvania Dutch, Appalachian, California Valley Girl, and Southern Ohio. You can check out that full list through the Big 7. Busch has created a new beer for dogs. It's called the Busch Dog Brew, and it's non-alcoholic. Are you allergic to poison ivy? Well, one more thing to add to 2020. They say that it has gotten more dangerous than ever. Yeah, according to a professor at the University of Georgia, poison ivy has gotten more dangerous. In fact, poison ivy is growing faster, at a faster rate, and quite possibly becoming more potent, and it's because of the increase of CO2 levels, which are caused by climate change. When you head back to Costco to do some shopping, sounds like they could be bringing back the free samples. It looks like the Google searches that have hit an all-time high are panic attack and anxiety attack during the pandemic. There's a senior center in Houston that has started drive-in bingo for senior citizens. According to a new survey, people were asked, are they feeling more optimistic or pessimistic about the rest of 2020? And more than half the people answered that they are optimistic. Chipotle held a trivia contest yesterday where people could win a buy one, get one free coupon. All 250,000 coupons were gone in 4 hours. Dunkin' Donuts in Maine is going viral for their confusing sign that says, quote, uh-oh, spicy, pumpkin? Haha, pumpkin tasty. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. You share your birthday with Ilar Coltrane, who's 26. Alexa Penavega is 32. Patrick J. Adams is 39. Aaron Paul, 41. Sarah Chalk is 44. Jimmy Pop is 48. The Great Khali is 48. Tony Kanal is 50. Colt Ford, 51. Chandra Wilson is 51. Caesar Milan is 51. Bobo is 52. Glenn Matlock is 64. Alex Lifeson is 67. Pee Wee Herman, a.k.a. Paul Rubens, 68. Jeff Cook from Alabama is 71. Sergeant Slaughter is 72. Barbara Bach, 73. Tuesday Weld, 77. Today is International Lottery Day. It was on this date, 1955, the first edition of the Guinness Book of World Records was published. It was on this date, in 1965, the Beatles hung out with Elvis Presley for 3 hours at Elvis's Beverly Hills mansion. So this day, 1982, that Ricky Henderson of the Oakland A's stole 4 bases in a game to break Lou Brock's record of 118 steals in one season. Ricky ended the season with 130 stolen bases. He retired from baseball in 2003. So this day, 1991, Pearl Jam released their debut album 10, featuring Even Flow, Jeremy, and Alive. It was on this day, 1992, that John Lennon's handwritten lyrics of A Day in the Life sold at an auction for $87,000. That's your Daily Planet for Thursday, August 27th, 2020. I'm Jimmy Olsen. You can follow this podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. You can also find these stories and many more by following me on social media, both Facebook and Twitter, at MyBuddyJimmy, or you can subscribe to my YouTube page, which is MyBuddyJimmy101.